How you guys doing? It's RJ Denicola with Generation 3 PC and laptop repair. I'm going to show you how to fix an Xbox 360 Slim's DVD compatibility issue. If you got a brand new DVD drive, plugged it in, hooked it up, it's not working, you're wondering why. Well, it's because you hopefully you didn't throw away your old one, but you need that chip that's inside of it. I'm going to show you how to switch them out. I'm at to the point where you've already taken the Xbox 360 apart. There's great videos on YouTube to show you how to do that. What I'm showing you to do is how to essentially desolder and then reattach the necessary chip inside to allow it to work with your new DVD drive in your old system. Alright. You're going to need a couple things. First thing you're going to need to have a little bit of solder handy. Soldering gun. You're going to need some type of tool to scrape off the adhesive so that you can actually get to it. You're going to need a small screwdriver. I love this little thing. Costs like $10, but you can get into pretty much any device that has small screws, and it's magnetized, which is awesome. You're going to need some desoldering braid, and I like to use hemostats on it. Some people use whatever else comes with their little kit. I feel like that's too small. I got big hands. And now this is the old chip. This is what's stopping it from working. And if you look at it right here is where you're going to need to solder the pieces back onto it, those little wires. Now be careful, because if you get them mixed up, then you're kind of SOL. Alright. Now, to get to this part, what you're going to need is get this is mine, so I'm sorry. You're going to need to get the adhesive off, and the way I did that, just took this little thing, got underneath the corner, and just push, and it just pops off. Okay? Then what you're going to do is take your little screwdriver and screw this up top here, put it off to the side, unhook all the ribbon cables, which I already did, and I already desoldered most of these. There's one that's still on here, and that's just so I can show you an example of how to do it. Let's put it right here for you. Alright. It's right here. Okay. What you want to do is take your desoldering coil. You want to put it over top of the solder, and you're going to take this and push down. Okay, for a couple seconds. I don't have a really hot one, and you have to do it a couple times just so you can get the solder off of it. And what that's going to do is release the wire. That's what it should do. It's not doing it. Why are you not doing it? Okay, there it goes. It liquefied. Be careful, because if you do it wrong, you're going to have this stuck to it, and it's going to be a pain to get it off. Wiggle it a little bit. You're going to start noticing that the solder is going to be on top of that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the silver piece goes onto there. But we now have this free. And that goes there, that goes there. I'm fairly certain they're still in the right order. I hope they're in the right order. Take this piece, because this is for the new drive. I'm just going to want to unhook over here, and then just kind of pop it. Now there's two little parts right here that are going to catch. I'm just going to pop them out. And then you have this piece. Okay. And it's pretty simple. You take this, push that piece up, and set it inside the lips. And just make sure that the front two little plastic parts, the little adapters, go in, and then it hooks. You now have it in there. And you just take that out, that there. Now what you're going to want to do is put a little bit of solder on the end of your soldering iron. See that? All you got to do really is take the solder right here and just put it right there. Oh, and some solder fell, which is not good. Might have to clean this off real quick. Easy way to just clean it off. Wet sponge. Okay. Now, the easiest way to do this is to put some solder on the end of your thing. But if it doesn't want to act right, you can just take the wires, set it down, put a little bit of solder on it, and just drop the solder on top of it. Alright. Boom. There's one. And you just keep doing that. Basically, just make sure that you got some solder on there and put the wire down and drop the solder on top of it. Now, there are 5 wires, so this does take a little bit of time, and it is kind of, like I said, tedious. And the wires get hot too, that's why. Alright, let's help line these up a little better. A little bit more solder on there. Well, that worked too. As long as they're connected, you're good. So the biggest thing you gotta worry about is making sure that these get on there. Because if these aren't connected, it's not gonna read anything else. Another reason why I like my hemostats. Because you can grip onto stuff and you won't be able to feel it. I know some people like to use a whole bunch of solder when they do stuff. I really don't. It's a mess. It's not really worth doing it sometimes. I'm putting a whole bunch of crap on there. But then again, I'm strange too, so. Alright. So we got that there, straightened out. Solder it back on. And I'm not exactly a lefty, so this is kind of. Oh. Kind of messed that one up. And if you ever mess it up like this, that's what the desoldering braid's good for. You just take it, flip a piece off, And then clean up your mess, because you see that? There are like 2 wires stuck together now. Just because I let it lean on there. Even though I can't really see exactly what I'm doing, but maybe this will help somebody. I definitely got to get a better camera on the list of stuff to do. It's crazy how, like, when you get it to the temperature it needs to break, it, like, the solder, it just freaking disintegrates, like, instantly. Super cool. But I'm a nerd, so. Okay. And put a little itty bitty piece of solder on here. Melt it real nice. Huh. Got a little mountain solder right there. Alright, and just gotta double check. Off. Oh, crap. You do definitely got to make sure that they're not connected. Well, I can't seem to be doing that with this video. So I'm going to have to just get up in it real quick. And clean both of them off all the way. And then start from 0. Okay. Green, you are last. This is such an issue, god damn. Oh, man. Dumb. Okay, that's that. Alright. You better get down there, man. Not exactly in the mood for a wire to not be doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay. Finally got those two. Sorry about that. Then you double check. Alright. Take these. Alright. Phillips. Or a flathead, I mean. And just pop these little wires back in, and then lock it in. Good thing I don't charge by the hour, right? Same thing over here. And the same thing right here. Sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but I am just really frustrated not having my little iPad stand thing anymore with this camera. So it's back on. You got 1, 2, 3 connector cables connected. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cables. Make sure that you remember the color order that you put them in, otherwise it won't work. And just don't forget to put that final screw in. And you now have a brand new Xbox CD drive. I know that was a pain, but it's alright, I'll edit it out a little bit. And I'm RJ with Generation 3 PC and Laptop Repair, right up here in the corner. Just go to our website, fixmypcg3.com, or subscribe to us. Videos are going to get more improved. Now you can see the mess behind me, which is essentially my breaker box. So leave some comments, questions, concerns. Appreciate you sticking it out, or at least flipping through. And I'm RJ Denicola, and I'm out.